Hello, Ray Wheatley for Fight News. I'm here with the former WBA and IBF champ, Daniel Geale. How are you, Daniel?
Good, thanks, Ray.
Now, Daniel, we've got a mega fight happening in Australia towards the end of this year. Danny Green versus Anthony Mundine. What's your thoughts on that fight, mate?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight that, I believe should have happened a long time ago. Obviously both fighters are probably, well and truly past their best. People have asked about it a lot over the years. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be what everyone hopes it's going to be. Like I said, it should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah. Now, the fight's going to be at around 185 pounds. Now, Mundine, for quite some time now, has been boxing at 154 pounds. What weight do you think Mundine can get up to?
I mean, it's not hard going up weight, but to be able to put on the strength and the size that Mundine needs.
But he wants to stay mobile, right? So he doesn't want to get too heavy.
He doesn't want to get too heavy, but he needs to develop a lot of strength in a short period of time, and that's a really hard thing to do. The good thing, I guess, about it is Mundine's, he has been much faster. His speed is going to be a hell of a lot more than Danny's. It just depends if he can, I guess, develop just a little bit of power to go with that speed, and I don't think he's going to be able to have that strength to hold Danny off. And Danny's, he's a smart fighter.
And he's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
And he's a cruiserweight.
He is. He's a natural.
So he's basically fighting in his division, and you've got a junior middleweight coming up to his division.
That's right.
Now, back in 2006, it wasn't that way when they first fought.
Yep.
In front of 30,000 people in Sydney. Danny Green fought, and Mundine fought at super middleweight. Danny Green was weight drained. And Mundine fought a very good fight, probably one of his best ever fights, and now appointed. Now the same interest is not there this time, but it's 10 years, 10 years since their first fight.
Yep.
Now you've boxed Mundine on two different occasions. 2009, you lost a disputed decision to Mundine. Most people thought you won that fight, and in 2013, you clearly outpointed Mundine. Respected judges. Charlie Lucas had Mundine only winning 4 rounds. Ray Reid and Tony Bernetta only had Mundine winning 3 rounds. So it was a clear-cut win. But do you think Mundine has slipped a bit since 2013?
Yeah, I mean, he's had some hard fights since then. And, I don't know why he stayed so low in weight for so long. It clearly sort of drained him. He had good skills, and I thought he was pretty good at middleweight. He was probably as strong as he could be at super middleweight. So coming down to junior middleweight, I don't believe was the smartest option for him. But that's what he done, and he thought he could. I guess
he had a couple of good wins at that weight. He beat Shane Mosley, would have been his biggest win.
Yep.
Shane Mosley had a back problem during the fight, but it's going to be an interesting fight. But you've also. You know Danny Green pretty well. In the amateurs, you boxed all around the world against Danny Green.
Yeah.
Tell me about those sparring sessions with Danny Green.
Yeah, no, good mates with Danny. I mean, we've done plenty of rounds with each other. At that stage, there was a big weight difference as well. I was fighting at the.
You're welterweight, right?
Yeah, 67 kilos,
and he was
81.
He was
light
middle.
heavy. Light heavyweight.
He was light heavyweight as amateur. Yeah.
So we done bits and pieces, only sort of light stuff, and I guess. That's the one thing that I know Danny always had difficulty with, and that was the speed. He didn't like somebody that moved around on him and boxed with him. So I've seen that in the Mundine and his fight. But, it frustrates him when somebody doesn't stand in front of him. And as soon as somebody stands in front of him, Danny can do what he does best, and that's use his power hands. So that's
do you think he can catch Mundine this time? Now, Mundine's got weight problems. He's had his hip repaired.
Yep.
Apparently his mobility's pretty good now, so...
I think Greeny can catch him. Whether or not he's still got the speed to catch him, but then again, Danny's seen Mundine fight a lot over the years, and he would have studied him plenty of times and knows that the way to beat Mundine is to go at him and cut him off and keep him on the ropes, keep the pressure on him for 12 rounds if you have to. I guess it all depends if Danny's going to have the the fitness and the attitude to do that for a full fight. So you know, I guess for me that's the only thing that's going to make the fight interesting, to see if Danny can sustain that pressure, which Mundine won't like, and Mundine is obviously going to be using his footwork and trying to get away and frustrate Green. So yeah, I don't see it being that exciting. But
won't be attractive. Won't be an attractive fight. You think so?
But I hope for the sport.
Yeah.
You know, because I love the sport. I want to see the guys get in there and go hard at it. I want.
Sounds like they're going to be well paid for their efforts.
They will be. I mean, people have wanted it. I mean, it's overdue, like I said, and it should have happened a long time ago. But you know, they're still going to get, I guess, their severance pay at the end of their careers.
I think that's what they were waiting for. Mundine waited till he got stopped by Charles Hatley in his last fight as a light middleweight. Danny Green's had a few fights in the last couple of years, and he's been winning his fights.
Yeah, he has been. I mean, he's been fighting sort of guys, you know, I guess that he is confident with.
Yeah.
So you know, it's going to be interesting. He's going to have, I guess, that confidence definitely going into that fight.
Yeah.
You know, knowing what he has to do to win it.
Looks like he held out for the weight difference because he got it all his own way that way, so he's held out.
Yeah.
Mundine probably thought, well, I'm going to miss the boat if I don't take it.
That's it. And I mean, that's the frustrating thing about it. You know, the guys have been fighting. You know, that's such a weight difference over the years, and you know, a lot of the times people don't understand how big a difference that is. That's a massive amount. When people talk about, you know, one weight division difference, I mean that can be a lot, even though it's only 4 kilos. Yeah. But when you're talking about, you know,
it's 30 pounds.
A lot. That's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight. But I don't know what weight he'll probably come. He might come in around super middleweight, light heavyweight.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be comfortable. He's not going to do it as hard as he has done.
They've taken a while to announce the date. You know, you think the date would have been worked out by now, but anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
But once again, Daniel, thank you very much for your thoughts on that fight.
No problem. Thanks.
We'll catch up soon, Daniel.
Thanks a lot.
Best of luck, mate.